Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. At FCI Seewald in Dallas, Texas, Josh Duggar is now serving a 12.5-year jail term. The 37-year-old was taken into custody in April 2021 on charges of CSAM. According to many accounts, Josh is allegedly being pampered like a rock star and incarcerated and is having the time of his life. Things seem to be different now, however, since Anna's husband was supposedly hungry. Read on to find out what happened. Someone with knowledge of the situation claims that Josh was previously transferred to a dorm with upgraded amenities, including appliances. After applying for a job, the former Counting On star was allegedly sent to the dorm, since the room was reserved for inmates. According to some accounts, Josh has allegedly been signing newspapers since the day of his detention. Additionally, Josh has been seen strutting about the prison grounds in what are essentially luxuries, shoes and sunglasses. Some even went so far as to say he was receiving preferential treatment because of this. Unfortunately, it seems that Josh and the other convicts had things go wrong. New information suggests that Josh Duggar is currently starving as a result of a punishment he received while in prison. According to sources, the convict's leisure time was abruptly and permanently cut off when the temporary warden was informed of the detainee's possession of contraband. Since the event, it has been closed for a week, and police have been checking every dorm. It was originally stated that Josh's extra jail term was a result of his possession of a contraband phone. The loss of leisure time was a source of frustration for several of the prisoners. Even Josh's dorm was among the protesters who went on hunger strike. If the former Counting On star participated in the walkout, nobody knows. However, insiders have confirmed that they would continue to abstain from food until the jail reinstates their daily morning and afternoon leisure periods. There are a plethora of leisure opportunities for Josh and the other prisoners. One of them is the opportunity to play a variety of instruments. The former Counting On star and his fellow inmates had a fantastic Thanksgiving dinner while inside, complete with glazed ham, roasted turkey, and other delectable dishes. During the holiday season, they were also given chances to play various games. Anna Duggar is left to take care of their 7 children while Josh Duggar does his time in jail. After photos of Anna appeared last year, suggesting she may have put on a few pounds, many of her admirers are worried about her health. Many of her admirers are hoping that she is receiving the help she needs today after this led to rumors that she was depressed. The harsh realities of prison life have been confronting Josh Duggar, who was once a major role in the Duggar family's reality TV empire, since his conviction. Many are curious about the circumstances Duggar is facing in jail after hearing rumors that he may be going hungry due to prison sanctions. He is finding it very hard to adapt to jail life as someone who was once living in plenty, with enough of food, family, and support. Josh Duggar has been a prisoner in FCI Seewald, a federal facility in Texas that houses those convicted of crimes that are comparable to his own, since he was taken into custody. Many thought Duggar's life would change drastically in jail, but new reports suggest he may be having more trouble than anticipated, especially with his diet. Prison food is known to be boring and overly restricted in portions. Convicts also do not have the freedom to eat when they want. There used to be no limits on when or how much food Josh could eat in the Duggar family, but now there are rules. Some inmates find the standardized prison meals to be too small, particularly those who are accustomed to big meals or who have food restrictions. Prison disciplinary activities may have caused Duggar to go hungry, according to the rumors. While information is limited, rumors have it that Duggar has had his commissary rights revoked, meaning he can't get any more food than what's in his regular meals. If this is the case, it may indicate that he is finding it difficult to adjust to the smaller servings and lower quality of the food. Inmates may buy extra food and snacks from the prison commissary, although they might lose this privilege for disciplinary violations. Some have hypothesized that Duggar's commissary expenditures were restricted because he may have broken prison regulations. The standard jail meals are insufficient for many convicts, and he would have to depend on them if he did not have access to extra food. As a child living with the Duggars, Josh was used to plentiful food, big family dinners, and home-cooked meals. On their reality program, 19 Kids and Counting, The Duggar family often shared recipes and featured their favorite meals. Family gatherings around the dinner table were common, and there was always enough food. Josh, on the other hand, is now going through a regimented eating plan. Standard prison fare consists of processed meats, beans, rice, and canned veggies. Many convicts find the food to be unappetizing, and those who are unable to purchase commissary snacks may end up being hungry all the time. Perhaps Duggar's mental and physical health are suffering as a result of this extreme dietary shift. The strict regimen of jail life might be hard to adjust to for someone used to freedom and self-indulgence. When you're hungry, your stress and irritation levels rise, making it much more difficult to deal with the difficult circumstances. Despite the obvious impact that Josh's imprisonment has had on the Duggar family, they have been mostly mute about his experiences there. Despite her unwavering support throughout the judicial procedure, his wife Anna Duggar has chosen to remain silent on his present circumstances. She is probably going through a lot since she is responsible for their 7 children on her alone while Josh is in prison. Although Josh's parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, have been mum on the subject of his health, rumors have it that they are still quietly cheering him on. Jill Duggar and Jinger Vuolo, 2 of his siblings, have publicly expressed their anguish and sadness after his crimes, but they have also chosen to separate themselves from him. It is uncertain whether Josh's family can do anything to help him if he is really battling with hunger and the tough jail circumstances. Inmates' commissary accounts may accept donations from loved ones, but disciplinary measures could limit the amount an offender can spend on food. Particularly for prisoners who aren't used to starvation, hunger may have a devastating effect on their mental health. Feelings of helplessness, anger, and irritation might intensify when one is unable to regulate their food consumption. The change from a life of affluence to that of a prisoner must have been shocking for Josh, who was previously an iconic member of a famous family. Inmates lose a lot of the things they used to have easy access to in prison, and one of the worst things is often becoming hungry. Prisoners who go without meals for an extended period of time may get irritable, lose weight, and have trouble focusing. Josh, who is now serving a long term, may have to deal with these problems for a long time if he can't adjust to prison life. Is Josh Duggar going to figure out how to adjust to jail life, or will he keep having problems with punishment and missing meals? The severe regimen and restricted dietary alternatives are finally adjusted to by some convicts, but not all of them. The degree to which Josh can adjust will probably be determined by his actions, his capacity to regain his privileges, and his mental toughness. Re-establishing access to commissary products and improving his overall experience are both possible outcomes of his compliance with prison regulations and his avoidance of further disciplinary offenses. But if he keeps fighting the system and the rules of the institution, he may be subject to more limitations that lengthen his incarceration. According to reports, Josh Duggar's present situation is rather dismal, as he may be going hungry as a result of his sentence in jail. He has gone from a life of luxury and plenty of food to the extreme contrast of prison life, with its restricted diet and strict rules of conduct. He may be suffering from chronic hunger if he is no longer allowed to use the commissary, which would make his term much more unbearable.